in the meantime, we want to try to get some information in from our guest who's here to talk about inflation, because the March inflation numbers were just released today, and the Consumer Price Index jumped 8.5% annually, year over year. That's the fastest pace since December 1981. Carmen Balber, Executive Director of Consumer Watchdog, joins us now with tips on how to make your dollar stretch. Thank you so much for joining us, Carmen.
Absolutely. It's such an important topic for every one of us. Hits our pocketbooks.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, jumping 8.5%, I mean, I don't know if that's unprecedented or just something we haven't seen in some 40 years, but the San Francisco Chronicle, our local paper here, did the math, and that means the average person in the Bay Area will spend about $4,400 more this year on major goods and services. Talk about what that means to people. I mean, that's a huge amount.
It's a huge amount of money, and it's something that most low and middle income Californians can't simply absorb. When you're talking about a family who's making minimum wage or close to minimum wage, that's months of work in order to make up just the cost of inflation. Now, that's an average across the state. So some of us, by watching what we spend, can pay a lot less due to that inflation, but nonetheless, it's a huge number. It means inflation is a serious problem for every Californian.
Yeah, and some of these things you really can't cut back that much, right? If you need to drive, you need gas. If you need to, everybody needs to eat. So give us some suggestions on how we can think about ways to save some money.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, the things that are most subject to inflation right now are the things we can't avoid: rent, food, and gas. So there's some easy ways that consumers can think about basically comparison shopping to protect their pocketbook, both in gas prices and in food shopping. We have the luxury right now of the internet, which consumers might not have had 40 years ago when we last had inflation that was this high. And so you can determine from your living room couch the cheapest gas station in your neighborhood. I'm going to give everyone a hint. It's likely to be an unbranded station. So it's not a Chevron station. It's a local Dino station or something else, or one of the big box stores like Costco usually have the cheapest gas in your area. So comparison shop for gas, and you can do the same thing with food prices. If you plan ahead, if you compare prices across stores, you can likely save yourself a significant amount of money. We often also tell consumers to try to plan your meals in advance. If you know what you're intending to get when you go into the store, you can find the cheapest price on those things. And you can also make sure you buy the amount of food you need and nothing goes to waste.
That's a good idea. Got to do a little planning. Okay, how about skipping out on the little extras or the luxuries, or deferring maintenance on your house, or delaying big purchases like the new latest TV? Or what do you think about things like that?
I think things like that are smart, because although inflation seems to be perhaps hitting a peak right now, gas prices are actually inching down too slowly for all of us, but they are inching down. So it makes a lot of sense to delay purchases that you don't need to do right now. If you need a new TV, if you need a new car, some of those things that are really dependent on commodity prices that are high right now, delay if you can.
What about people who think, maybe I'll just put it on my credit card, you know, and run up a debt there? But what do you think about that option?
Big warning there, because at the same time that everything else is inflating, so are interest rates. So if you can spend the money today, it's a better idea not to rack up that debt, because interest rates are going up as fast as inflation. So your credit card is going to cost you more in the future than it does today. Obviously, we can't always pay in cash, but beware those interest rate charges.
You don't want to have to pay back double, you know, in a few months. That's true. Hey, are salaries going up along with these prices? Because we have a labor shortage.
We do have a labor shortage, and consumers should know that that is a power that they have. Employees are in high demand. We're at very, very low unemployment rates, and the market is very competitive. So if you're hurting, if you didn't get a raise last year, maybe in the middle of COVID, considering asking your employer for a cost of living raise to help offset some of these huge charges, because it is certainly a workers' market out there.
Ah, right. And you know what? I always say just ask, because if you don't ask, the answer is already no, right?
Exactly. You're going to stay where you are if you don't ask.
All right. Well, look, these are all very useful tips. Carmen Balber, Executive Director of Consumer Watchdog, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully this will help our viewers save a few dollars or maybe even a little bit more. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good luck, everyone.